Well, once again, a really good morning to all of you. I've got something that's really burning inside of me this morning, and I want to share that with you because it's my own process and something that I feel like God is really speaking to me very strongly, something that needs to awakening in me. Isaiah 60 verse 1 says, "Arise, shine, for your light has come, and the glory of the Lord has risen upon you." And in Matthew 5, Jesus says to his disciples, "You are the light of the world. A city on a hill cannot be hidden." And in the New Testament, a little bit later on, it says, "Let your light so shine before men that they see your good works and praise your Father in heaven." And here's my thoughts on this: is light shines in dark places. Light becomes really visible in dark places. And I'm feeling really convicted that the light of the Spirit of God, the light of the fire of God that is inside of me needs to become visible, but most visible is when it's in the dark places. And sometimes we underestimate the power of the light of the world. And Jesus himself, the light of the world, is inside of us. He shines brightly. I mean, he's like brighter than the sun. And his intention was to go into all the dark places. So that's where he did his ministry. He went into the places where there was darkness, the greatest darkness. And the darkness could not overcome him because he was pure, radical light. And I want to encourage you today, that same light lives inside of us by the power of the Holy Spirit, and we should never be afraid of going into the dark places, into the places of greatest brokenness, into the places of greatest demonic influence. Those are the places that God has called us to go. And Jesus himself said, "I will build my church, and the gates of hell cannot prevail against it." And he's saying this to his disciples. And really the implication there is, no matter where I build my church, it's going to be in the dark places, and the enemy cannot do anything about it because Jesus Christ is the light of the world. So I want to encourage you today, and I pray over me, I pray over you, that God would light that fire again, that we would become once again that city on a hill, that light that cannot be hidden, and that we would go into the dark places of Vienna, of Austria, wherever you live. We would take the gospel into the dark places, because the light of the world shining inside of you, darkness cannot overcome the light that is inside of you. I pray that today you would become so aware of the power of the Holy Spirit living inside of you, that you realize, and I realize, how full of light we truly are, and that we would take that with confidence and go into the dark places to see the people transformed, delivered, set free, saved, healed, and brought into the kingdom of light. That is our mandate. That is the gospel. That is the great commission that Jesus gave to us. And that's how cities will be transformed, not by us hiding in our buildings or hiding in our church services, although that's really good, is to get equipped and trained and aware, but actually we need to take that somewhere. And I was reminded again today, it's time. It is so time to see this world transformed by the light of God, by the light of the world, which is Jesus Christ in us, the hope of glory. So take that today, run with it. Let the Holy Spirit put fire inside of you again. It's time for Europe to be changed. Europe shall be saved.